Hello everyone and welcome back to a new mech gameplay video from myself, Critical Rocket. Here we are on December 2018's double whammy mech release. Yes, we have two new Innosphere 80-ton assault mechs, part of the evolution pack. I'm showing you the mech lab there of the Charger, the 1A1 model. This is the one that comes with 5 small lasers, that's right, fear them. And here's a look at the skill tree. I made very little changes to the actual build itself. I just increased the armor because I put double heat sinks in there and a bunch of other stuff. And we're going to transition over to the gameplay now. So if you wanted to see what those skills are that I've got picked out, just pause it. But basically I've got all the speed tweak ones that increase it to a max speed of about 87 kph in total. We've also got as many cooldown and range extending modules from the skill tree, including the laser duration ones, and that I could possibly afford, and basically maxed out the armor and internal quirk skills. So it's about as tanky as it can possibly be, because it's a mech with 5 small lasers that's an assault that runs at, you know, faster than some mediums and faster than most heavies. That's going to be the one joy of this mech, is the fact that it can run at such an incredible speed. Now, a lot of you are already going to crap on the idea, 5 small lasers, what's the point, right? Okay. Now, plenty of light mechs work with small pulses and small builds because they're very small themselves. Physical stature does play a part, obviously, in using something like the Charger. It's a very big mech. The way that this one is, if you were to run it with 5 small lasers, like I will do, until the game dies, this mech will never change its weapons loadout. I would run it like a light, but it's a version of a light that draws attention, while other lights kill the target. You're not going to kill anything unless they're, cherry red CT. Your entire role on this field is to draw fire and basically run around and hit things, and when the brawl starts you get involved because you can tank hits, and the Charger's got a hell of a lot of armor. So don't knock it. Now, of course, most people are going to customize it instantly. What's it got in it? Well, let's go to the high-tech piece of paper I've got here with the stuff written down. The 1A1 has 7 energy hardpoints. The only place it hasn't got a hardpoint is its CT. Everywhere else, head, arms, and side torsos. Obviously not the legs. Don't be pedantic about it now. That has energy hardpoints mixed in. So you've got a mech that's capable of obviously dropping a crap ton of medium lasers, pulse lasers, whatever it is you want to throw in there. It's got room for it. Personally, I think the whole point in this mech is the speed. So it comes up to a point. Do you want to keep that speed? Because it comes with a standard 400, and it doesn't need anything else other than that. It doesn't need an XL or a light engine, because there's no point. You can obviously drop the speed, which again I assume most people will, so they can stick a crap load of weapons on it. But then ultimately it's not really the Charger at that point. So realistically, I think personally it's a tough sell. This is a mech that only works on nostalgia, because it's a assault mech that it's kind of a joke within BattleTech. The history behind it was the company that built it, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, I'm sure someone in the comments will post that. It was built with the idea of having a recon assault mech, a laughable idea in BattleTech, because you're already talking about things that are incredibly easy to see at great distances. These things, some of them stand pretty tall against even some urban centre buildings. So the idea of this thing scouting is hilarious, and within the BattleTech universe it was kind of laughed off. It was meant to be sold specifically to the Lyran Commonwealth, or House Steiner, and although they picked it up, it wasn't, particularly successful. It continued in its role for a while because it was still a fast mech, which meant it could do one thing well, which you can't do in MechWarrior, which was punch things. The Charger is a fantastic mech for getting in close and just kicking the crap out of other mechs, literally just punching them to death, because its energy weapons hardpoints just weren't up to the task. What it could do was run very quick, get up to infantry positions and use small lasers to kill infantry, so it was deadly in that regard. And yeah, it could punch the crap out of, say, an Awesome if it came face to face with one, because the Awesome, although it has a battle fist, would probably lose to the Charger because it's got the speed. MechWarrior Line, again, this doesn't really apply. 99% of people are going to turn this into a slower, probably around about 60 kph assault mech with a bunch of energy weapons. I don't blame them. If you're going to buy it, you're going to want mechs that are going to get kills, do damage. Personally, for me, I love it because it's such a ridiculous design. If you were going to get it, I would only recommend getting it just to experience the high-speed assault. Otherwise, save your cash. Honestly, you'd be better off getting the Hatamoto, because that's actually built for combat. This isn't. The other variants do have better builds, but for me, it's only the 1A1. That's the only charger I really care about. And I'm glad it's in the game, I really am. And this fight was just a great example of that, just literally charging around, just spraying things with small lasers, tanking shots from Fafnirs, you know? So yeah, it's good, I enjoy it, but yeah, really weigh it up, check out the hardpoints, check out the build options you got available to you before you drop any cash on it, because yeah, it really is a kind of Marmite mech. You either love it or you're going to hate it. So thanks for watching everybody, have a good one, see you next time, bye!